Hello, everyone, and welcome into Senior Living Live. My name is Melissa. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Well, if you are joining via the video or you're joining us via podcast, we thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to be with us for this quick sneak peek into our upcoming webinar called Living Well with Dementia. Jackie Pinkowitz is the board chair for Dementia Action Alliance, who will be front and center for that webinar. Jackie, how are you?
Hi. Oh, it's good to see you, Melissa. I'm fine. Thank you.
Yeah, great to see you. So let's begin with the first question I think many people will have if they've never heard of Dementia Action Alliance. What exactly is this? What do you do?
Absolutely. The Dementia Action Alliance is a national nonprofit advocacy and education organization. It's comprised of people living with dementia, care partners, organizations, companies, communities, and it's all about wanting to create a more positive, more inclusive society for those who are living with dementia and their families.
Yeah, and I think this webinar will be an eye-opener on that end for sure. This will be a little bit different for those of you who maybe tune into our webinars each month. So Jackie is going to help us navigate a question and answer session with 3 individuals for that webinar who have dementia and spend quite a lot of time sharing their experiences with others. So tell us a little bit about these guests that we will all get a chance to meet, Jackie.
Oh, I'd love to. Doreen Monk was a nurse and an advanced nurse practitioner. She worked as a program director in St. Barnabas Medical Center for stroke victims. Diagnosed in 2015 with Alzheimer's, Doreen was determined that even though she could not remain in that position, she was going to continue to be a health educator to help other people understand what she calls the highs and lows of living with dementia. And she's a wonderful friend.
Yeah, so you have Doreen, and who else might we see?
Oh, we're going to have Mike Belville. Mike Belville was in telecommunications for nearly 20 years, but he had to retire at age 54 because he had been diagnosed with Lewy body dementia. He became a national advocate instantly. He wanted to educate people about how they could continue to live well with dementia. And because of his technology background, he specifically helped to develop technologies that would enable people living with dementia symptoms to remain in their homes as long as possible because these technologies assist them, like Alexa.
Yeah, absolutely. So that is going to be a very interesting discussion. I think many people will have questions during the webinar for him. And we've got one more guest, yes?
Yes, we do. Pauline Gordon is such a wonderful person. She worked for a large investment firm as a director of operations until she was diagnosed with vascular dementia 5 years ago. Her mission is so wonderful. She just wants to help those who are living with dementia and their care partners to learn compensatory strategies. And she's a wonderful speaker, and she goes around, as these others do with me, to really tell everyone how important it is in your community to include people living with dementia. Don't ostracize, don't look at the label, meet the person and their talents.
Yeah, and we're going to be able to meet them. I'm really looking forward to that. And so we have quite a few different kinds of dementia, right? There are many different types of dementia, and we're going to be able to see this and hear about it from people who are living with it. So I think that is going to be there's going to be some excellent information, I think, coming out of this for people who may have a loved one that is going through this right now and just don't seem to understand what that loved one is going through. Jackie, what have you learned specifically from these three individuals who are living with different types of dementia?
Oh, I have listened to their wisdom and for many years now, and they've all taught me that they don't want to just survive, Melissa. They want to live and thrive. And they also, very importantly, they want to be included in decision making. They serve on our advisory board, our board of directors. So I know that when they talk about the phrase, nothing about us without us, it means they have to be part of the decision-making process for their lives.
Nothing about us without us.
Yes.
I love that so much. That is
That
excellent.
came out of the disability world, Melissa, but it's so true because, sometimes we hear a label and we immediately diminish that person without even realizing it. You stay in the corner, I'll take care of everything. And that is not the way they live. They live fully and actively, and they are the best teachers.
I'm really looking forward to this. I think this could help not only family members, but first responders, healthcare workers. There's a long list of individuals, I think, who could really benefit from watching this webinar. Now let's go back to Dementia Action Alliance, which offers a lot of resources to those who need a little help. Maybe they've been diagnosed or they have a loved one who has been diagnosed with dementia. Can you tell our viewers a little bit about some of the tools that are offered?
Absolutely. If they go to our website, which is all lowercase, daanow.org, they'll find a variety of resources. And we conduct 2 monthly podcasts. Individuals living with dementia are the hosts, and one is This Dementia Life, and the other is Professional Insights. Those are available on the website. There's an entire resource center that was set up. I love it. It looks like little windows, and each section you enter in a different window so that you can find books, publications, apps, blogs, Facebook pages. Very easy to find what you want, to look for.
Yeah.
Probably one of the most important things we've done, and I hope you don't mind if I mention it, Melissa, is because of the isolation of COVID, we have created a virtual 5-day-a-week engagement programs for wherever people live. If they want to come on Zoom, no charge, they can do poetry or drama or art, sports, trivia, 5 days a week. And the calendar for that is on our website.
That is wonderful. And we always talk about the way COVID has changed all of our lives.
Yes.
But I think in some ways, and not very many, but in some ways it has changed it for the better. And I think being able to connect people a lot faster, easier through Zoom from all different walks of life and all around the world really has been really with a snap of a finger. It has been very quick and easy to do that. So what a great idea and an opportunity for those out there to find some belonging, right?
Right, absolutely. Yeah.
So Jackie, as we wind this down, what is one thing you hope people will take away from this webinar?
I so hope that they will view dementia as a disability, which can be supported with strategies. But you know what, Melissa, most importantly, I so hope that wherever they live, they are going to start being advocates, explaining to their own community members not to isolate people because of a label, but rather to encourage inclusion and positivity, because these people have so much to give wherever they are living.
Yeah, and we want to make it very clear that a dementia diagnosis, you can live 10, 15, 20 years after diagnosis. So, it's like anything else that we have that might be different from others in terms of our health, that it's about managing. And there are
Yes.
ways to help manage this with a little
Yeah.
bit of education. So, gosh, we are just really looking forward to this webinar. It is called Living Well with Dementia. You
Mhm.
can catch it live June 10th at noon. And Jackie, I know many people are looking forward to this. We cannot wait.
We're
Thank you so much
excited.
for joining me.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Now, to catch this webinar, you can head over to www.seniorlivinglive.com to register. And while you are there, you can check out our previous webinars and see what we've got coming up down the pipe for the rest of the year. We hope you'll join us June 10th. See you soon, everybody.